My name is Shaikh Faisal Al Qassemi. I'm the owner of Orient Tours, based in the United Arab Emirates, with subsidies in other parts of the Gulf.
Now, Orient Tours started way back in 1982, which is a long time ago for UAE's short but fast history. How has travel changed over that period?
Well, the most important which affected the tourism in the country is support from the government. In the 1982, we didn't have any support. We have to support ourselves. We have to market. We have to attend the exhibitions. Today, the government supports all the companies, supports all the hotels, and we've grown from that time. Innovation with the support of the government, innovation of new programs, expanded in the rest of the Emirates, even in the Gulf, like a combination of trips with Oman, with Bahrain, with other. So the changes of tourism has been affected by government support on a high spending on marketing and inviting all the tourists worldwide with conferences and exhibitions and normal tourist incentives, and it's been very healthy in the last so many years.
Now, you're the most established player in the region. How about someone coming new into the market, starting now this year, and they were trying to set something up? What do you think the main barriers to growth and building a business, the tourism business in particular in the region, are at the moment?
Well, if a new company coming in, and it's not hard to establish the company. It's only how to establish your communication, sales with other tour operator, because you are a new one. With hotels locally, you will have a problem with getting credit on the market, so you have to have bank guarantees and things like that. As a whole, barriers, we don't see any barriers to restrict tourists coming in. In fact, it is the country is opening more and more than before, with other nationalities adding, with no visas requirement. It's very healthy.
How do you see the market developing over the next, say, five or 10 years?
Believe it or not, we didn't have a drop in the number of visitors in the UAE. Comparison of 2009, 2008 has been very good. 2008, 2007 has been fantastic. Presently, the numbers which is coming up is there's an increase in the numbers coming up, which has been successful because of economic crisis. Economic crisis created new pricing for the hotels in the market. Unfortunately, the airline, they have other costs, so the airline had increased their prices. But still, on tourism packages, overall, we are still better pricing than last year because of the hotels, which is the major cost in travel.
And do you see the Dubai crisis, the financial crisis there, is almost a good thing for the tourist, the inbound tourist?
Yeah, because of the prices of hotels, it had gone down. Transportation, of programs, local programs. There is more competition, clean competition, because bad competition did not live through the crisis, so they closed down and they left. So it's been, it is helping in a way with the tourists coming in. Unfortunately, some of the projects has been frozen until the whole market comes up again. But the Emirates, with sun, sea, and shopping, the biggest shopping area in the world, 12 million square meter. You're talking about the weather, the sea, cleanliness. It's still an attractive destination, and the development of hotels will continue. There is still plan, probably almost like 100 hotels coming up. So it will continue. We don't have any doubts on that.
Do you think Dubai will evolve as the original vision, but it will just take more years than originally expected, in the sense that it was almost too ambitious to try to do what Dubai's done in such a short space of time?
You mean other countries?
No, in Dubai, do you see the developments rolling out eventually?
Well, the problem with the development is only financial, and the financial will have actually has crisis worldwide. So financing new hotels is a small problem in the development. But there is a lot of companies who are cash liquid, and they are building because today it is cheaper to build than in the future, and they are taking that advantage. And normally to build a hotel will take about 2 years to finalize or to finish. We have a hotel which is a budget hotel, what we call budget hotel, 370 rooms, and next to Mall of the Emirates, Max Hotel, and it's going to open within the next 2-3 months. And you need actually to expand in that for the next season, because the tourism number is increasing anyway. There's no drop. The business people, with all the crisis in the rest of the world, people are looking for new opportunities somewhere. So they are visiting the UAE, they're staying in hotels. That's a business travel, which is part of the tourism as a whole for the market. So in the next 5 years, it might take about 1 or 2 years to come back to a certain point from the past and to continue the expansion for the future. We're not talking about only Dubai, we're talking about Abu Dhabi, and the Abu Dhabi development is very big compared to the rest of the world. There's a big investment on tourism in Abu Dhabi. The UAE created a board and authority which govern the tourism in the whole UAE, which is part of all the Department of Tourism. We are taking a very big, it's a very strong seriousness look at the tourism, because it's a big part of the economy and the development of the country. So we're not going to stop. It's going to continue. And you cannot accommodate the world in our place. You only take a percentage, and that percentage is increasing every year.